The 2-2 to Murray is lifted out to right center field. Way back it goes. It's going to be off the track. It's down. Sinise rounding third, and Casey Murray Jr. has walked it out for the Stingers. His first hit in a Stinger uniform gives Willmar the win here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Just a little bit, but the way that this lineup is from top to bottom, they show no signs of stopping. Another hit for Lozier, a scorcher down the first baseline that just barely stays fair. Now we'll see if Sinise can score. DRC tracks it down. Sinise being waved around. There won't even be a throw to the plate. It's an RBI triple for Landon Lozier, his third hit of the night.
Cruz on home.
On the ground to short, this could be two. Cantor glove flip to second for one. The relay to first is in time. Inning-ending double play. Exactly how you draw it up if you are the Stingers. We head to the bottom of the second. The Stingers looking for the first run of the game on the Northwoods League Sports Network. Base hit left field. It's going to get down and be extra bases for Andrew Soika. He makes some pay on the double steal. It's a 2 RBI double, and the Stingers have the lead in the bottom of the fourth. Back here for the bottom of the first, they're going to get a look at the starting pitcher for the St. Cloud Rocks tonight. Brant Thompson going to get the nod on the mound. He's already pitched once against the Stingers, and he's out there here tonight in game number 1 of the doubleheader.
And the last time he did face against the Stingers, it was on June 12th, which was a Rocks 9-2 win. He gets the pitching win as credit. 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. He's able to get these Stinger hitters a bit baffled and screw up their timing, and he's looking for a repeat outing tonight.
And June 12th, it feels like that was kind of the date where things started to turn then after that point for the Stingers. Shortly after they took that trip out to western North Dakota, and the bats really came alive, and they have not looked back since then, leading the league in just about every single offensive category. And last night, 34 hits, 25 runs, and highlighted by the man at the plate. Andrew Soika set the record first for the career record in home runs with his 31st home run in the Northwoods League, breaking the record set at 30 by Brendan Bobo. And later on in the 8th inning, he set the Stinger single season record at 17 and the Stinger career record with his 24th in a Willmar uniform. Shallow pop fly into right field. Henson goes out to grab it and makes the catch for out number 1.
Looked like the sun was potentially playing a part there for Henson as he made that play look a little bit tougher than it needed to be.
So the Stingers line up tonight. Andrew Soika, Max Butenbach at the top of that order. A couple of all-stars. And then some new guys as well sprinkled in throughout with some familiar faces in Spanier and Sinise at the bottom of this Stinger lineup tonight for manager Freddie Smith.
However, we saw yesterday between Liam Bushy in the 3 spot and Dario Osoria in the 5 spot. Really effective bats coming in here in the second half.
After talking through Soika's night last night, you can assume he is indeed an all-star. It was probably the easiest selection for voters, and if that wasn't the easiest selection, this one might have been the second easiest or easiest with Max Butenbach. Butenbach leading the league in average still. He broke his bat right on the handle. Don't see that all the time. We see it usually kind of where the barrel meets the handle. That one was right down by where his hands are. Must have hit right on there. You can see that bat just shredded in pieces.
I feel like every time we see Max Butenbach break his bat, it's some weird type of fracture within it. I mean, is that now the 3rd handle we've seen get broken off from one of his bats?
And a couple nights ago, it was good enough for a hit. You see the strength from him going the opposite field. Now he faces an 0-2 count against Brant Thompson. Will Whalen with a 1-2-3, top of the first. That one's just off the outside corner. Home umpire Jeremy Brooks tonight. Ryan Starks over at 3rd, and Henry Schmulwitz over at 1st. 1-2 now to Butenbach. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. The pitch missed just off the inside corner.
Gunnar Hansen behind the plate. He was ready to just fire it down to 3rd base on that one. He thought, oh, it's a perfect pitch. We're on the inside part of the play. We got him to swing at it. And on the check appeal, it was a ball.
Nearly a strike on the swing or a called strike, but just barely missed on both. So the count moves to 2-2. Another one just off the outside corner. That's what we've seen from Butenbach. A couple of nights ago, he got rung up on a breaking ball in the outside corner. He wasn't fooled on it. He saw it all the way and thought it was outside. Home plate umpire thought otherwise, but he's got a pretty good understanding of that strike zone. Line drive, base hit, center field. You think of Max Butenbach, that is the at-bat. You can go back and watch time and time again. That's exactly what he does, is takes tough pitches, finally gets one to hit, and shoots it right back up the middle.
That ball was absolutely just shot right up the middle, and making that play out there, as you can see, the Rocks defense was Jalen Ziegler in center field. Off the bat at 102 miles an hour, and now the Stingers have a runner on.
Hansen and Higdon, the corner outfielders, they're all-stars in the outfield. Gunnar Hansen behind the plate tonight for the St. Cloud Rocks. The first pitch misses to Liam Bushy. Stingers last night came into the night hitting .305. That average went up 11 points. They're hitting .316 as a team this season after 34 hits. This one on the ground to the right side. Nice pickup by Beeman. The only play is to first as Butenbach was hustling. But a really nice play to pick it out of the dirt for out number 2.
That was a really nice play there from Beeman, too. He had to go down as that ball was about to hit on the hop. He went and played it really well. Last night, Bushy was pulling the ball really hard on the ground. He was finding a way. Good backhanded pick, not necessarily needing to look at the ball, and able to take it himself to first base.
Jesse Brown back in the lineup tonight. This guy that was not selected to be an all-star, however, sporting a .467 average, 3 homers and 17 RBIs. Been dealing with a foot injury. This one is hammered out to left field, and there is home run number 4 for Jesse Brown. The Stingers lead 2-0. We told you about that wind blowing out to left tonight. Jesse Brown got it up in the jet stream. Got it just over that left field fence. And maybe he saw that all-star selection come out today and felt a little slighted. First at bat goes yard.
So you went first pitch hunting here against Brant Thompson. It's a breaking ball that didn't quite do anything, really. It just kind of flattened out, and Jesse Brown, just as he does all season, swing at the first pitch strike and got a hanger. Didn't miss it.
We talked with Andrew Soika a few nights ago through one of his home runs, and he said, usually being as good of a hitter as I am, and he knows he's a good hitter, pitchers like to get ahead with a fastball. This one's ripped down the right field line, but foul. But oftentimes in the middle of that order, you see the pitchers try and maybe pitch backward and start them off with a heavy diet of breaking balls, and it looks like Jesse Brown was sitting on a breaker that time. Like you said, Justin, didn't break quite as much as Brant Thompson would want to, and Brown did not miss it. That now being the 53rd home run of the season for the Stingers. That also leads the league, 7 more than the Green Bay Rockers. Up and in on Daryl Osoria. Osoria committed to Kansas. A few Kansas Jayhawks playing in the game tonight. Osoria the only one on the Stinger side and a couple on the St. Cloud Rocks side. 2-1 misses again, up and in.
We saw this too with Osoria last night, and during that doubleheader, he's willing to be patient and take his walks. He's able to get on base quite a few times last night, including one walk of his own.
Full count now to Osoria. Those are really 2 big runs now in the first inning. Always good to get on the board first, but in a 7-inning ball game, even more important to get the offense going right away. Give Will Whalen some run support out there on the mound. 3-2 pitch to Osoria is fouled away. You can expect Thompson to fill up the strike zone. After that start on June 12th here at Bill Taunton Stadium, spoke with manager Nick Studdard after the game. He said that's what we expect from him out of every night. It's a typical Brant Thompson start. He might not have the strikeout numbers, the swing and miss stuff, but he's going to fill up the strike zone and let the defense make some plays. Another 3-2. This time he got him. Thompson gets the strikeout, but the Stingers strike first. It's 2-0 after 1 complete here on the Northwoods League Sports Network. Except for the top of the second, and this happened in the bottom of the first. Jesse Brown launching his 4th home run in a Stingers uniform this season, putting Willmar on the board up 2-0. and giving starting pitcher Will Whalen some run support after a 1-2-3 first inning. Carter Hansen leads things off for the Rocks here in inning number 2, and Jesse Brown was a guy that many maybe have thought would have been an all-star. Not to take anything away from the guys that are on the roster, but Carter Hansen, another guy that going into that all-star selection, many thought that possibly he would be on that team as well. Came up just short, but still having a tremendous season. Swing and a miss on the 1-0.
That's what's tough about picking all-stars, too. All these players are very much deserving of being there, but you know that there's going to have to be one or two guys that deserve to be there, but they're going to get snubbed.
1 ball, 1 strike now. This one's fouled up the first baseline, and we see it all the time in the major leagues. I'm sure there'll be some of it with the Northwoods League as well, as guys that are selected, but then it turns out they might have a nagging injury and elect not to play in it, or for some reason they're no longer available to go to the All-Star game, and you'll see some of the guys possibly like a Jesse Brown or like a Carter Hansen then to fill in that spot. 1-2 now to Hansen. Got him looking right on the outside corner. Third strikeout already of the night for Will Whalen. And it's safe to say he has got the good stuff working here this evening.
That's what he's been doing so far with all these hitters. Been getting ahead of them, forcing them to feel a bit more uncomfortable. And in this 1-2 count, there's a slider cutting right across the heart of the zone, but it was lefty-lefty, really hard to read out of the hand. And that's out number 1.
From Hansen to Henson, the lineup moves as Will Henson digs in. This lineup features Carter Hansen, Will Henson, and Gunnar Hansen, so plenty of H's, especially when you add in Ben Higdon as well. First pitch to Henson is swung on and missed.
Would you be able to say Hansen, Henson, Hansen 5 times fast?
I'm not going to try, I'll tell you that much. We just hope that those 3 guys aren't all involved in the same play. Things might get a little tricky. 1 miss is down and in. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by The Grind, the official coffee of the Northwoods League. Look for The Grind in select ballpark team stores and online under the shop menu on team websites. A portion of the proceeds for each bag sold will go to benefit the Northwoods League Foundation.
In that situation, that'd be a cutoff play all the way from left field and a relay in order for all 3 of them to be involved in the same play.
That one got by Butenbach and hit the home plate umpire, Jeremy Brooks, behind the dish. Butenbach's going to take a walk out to the mound, give him some time to catch his breath. Okay, maybe got on the inside of that knee, not a whole lot of padding. Butenbach, as we've mentioned this season, is listed as a catcher. Came into the season listed as a catcher, but has mostly played outfield. We've seen him at first base sparingly, pretty much either DHing or in right field. But this now being one of the multiple times he's caught this season. Whalen climbs the ladder and gets Henson to chase. A lot of swing and miss early on from the St. Cloud Rocks.
Oh, the swing and miss. It's been that fastball, too. That just shows how good placement that Whalen's been having on these pitches. Either that or the Rocks are just super late on all these pitches, which has also been a trend, too.
Whalen already with 3 strikeouts, looking for a 4th. The 2-2 misses just below the zone. Three balls, 2 strikes now to Will Henson. 1 man gone here in the top of the 2nd. Swing and a miss. There it is, the 4th strikeout for Will Whalen. 2 up and 2 down here in the 2nd inning.
Whalen just looks super comfortable right there on the mound. Just absolutely in his rhythm. Has his own timing way out in front of everything. He has a fastball, pretty much was center cut, and there's just saw Henson swing right through it. The velocity and little bit of run has been confusing these Rocks hitters.
2 out, nobody on for Camden Kaufman. That's a first pitch strike as he as well swings right through a pitch from Will Whalen. The Stingers and manager Freddie Smith probably the happiest people to see Will Whalen really coming onto the scene here this summer, but the Minnesota Gophers, I'll be right there with them. Another swing and a miss, and quickly it's 0-2. Whalen pitched 18 2/3 this spring, 15 earned runs, 19 walks to 26 strikeouts. He has been really darn good this summer for the Stingers, and you can see tonight when he is on, he becomes almost unhittable when he's got that fastball working like he does tonight. Another 0-2 count now to a Rocks hitter. This time fouled away, remains 0-2.
And the crazy thing so far within this entire inning, the first strike hit Carter Hansen. Whalen fell behind his first pitch ball. But then all the first pitch strikes to the next two hitters, swinging. Been able to swing through, and we've been talking about it. He's gotten a lot of swing and miss stuff already early on.
Another 0-2. Where does he go here? To Camden Kaufman. Goes up and away. That's what we saw the last time he pitched here at Bill Taunton Stadium. Just went one inning against the Waterloo Bucks and was a little erratic with those pitches. Tonight he has been dialed in. Forecasted to be a hot weekend here at Bill Taunton Stadium. Things have cooled down just a little bit, and that breeze definitely making things even cooler. 1-2, got him swinging. Whalen strikes out the side in the second. We head to the bottom of inning number 2. Stingers looking for more on the Northwoods League Sports Network. Joined now by Andrew Soika after his final game in a Willmar Stinger uniform. It's been a heck of a ride. The record books have been rewritten. Can you put into words your time here in Willmar and what it's meant?
Special. It's been 2 summers. I wouldn't change them. Obviously, I did good for the team and everything. I love that Freddie just allowed me to be me and just win with the team, lead the team. It's definitely a blessing for him to let me do that, of course.
And I mentioned the records because you are the all-time career leader in home runs in the Northwoods League as a whole. That you've rewritten the Stinger record books, countless records you hold there. What does that mean to you to see your name now going to live on for a long time?
It's just hard work, showing the kids how to do it. That's all it's about for me. At the end of the day, it's just playing hard, and the records come when the records come.
And if you had anything to say, here's the community of Willmar. I know that they've really taken you in these past couple of years. It's a special place to play baseball. What would you say to the fans and the people involved here with the Stinger organization?
Thank you for the endless support. Even when we were down, having terrible games where we couldn't even catch the ball to save our lives. Thank you for always being there for us and supporting us.
And that's Andrew Soika, Mr. Willmar Stinger, certainly going to be missed here on his final night at Bill Taunton Stadium.